no.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Monday night Outrage Factory.
Oh, dude.
Monday night.
I don't even want to talk yet. I just want to save it all for the pod.
Save it all for the pod, bro. That's why we podcast, so we don't have to have conversations outside of it. Are we streaming?
Going live. Why were you going to make a mom joke?
Are we streaming? No.
You're not allowed to make those anymore.
I respect all women,
I think it says we're live now, but it's just doing the thing where it's like,
especially your mom.
no, that awkward thing we've been doing for 100 of these video episodes.
I respect them all. Noted woman.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
We're going. We're
Okay.
live. We've been live that whole time.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to show you my new find of delicious
What do you got there? Non-alcoholic?
beer. It's German. It's from Sabon. It's in the imported food aisle.
Ooh, fancy. Imported.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of beer is it?
I'm
Like
guessing it's a Pilsner. It's all in German, and
Makes sense.
I'm too lazy to Google translate it.
I think
it's,
Pilsner is one that just comes right across with no no translation. Wait. What
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Pilsner
You would be able to read Pilsner.
in German?
It's Bravaral Zahinger Lowen Schwarzingen Ersmes Gebralt.
Wait, do it, Dale.
What?
Do it with the German accent. Come on.
This is non-alcoholic, imported from Germany. Gebraucht nach dem Duschen Reiches Gebot.
Douche.
That was a big word to try
That
to
was
get
great.
through.
You did great. Hey,
Okay, enough about the fucking beer. We got something big to go in. You want to do the intro first?
Yeah. Hey, internet.
Hi, internet.
Are
you low energy tonight, Derek?
High energy. No, I'm drinking actual fucking coffee because I didn't have time to make. I usually a little giving people a glimpse behind the curtain. I keep some instant decaf coffee, and that's what's in my Outrage Factory mug every night when we do this podcast. Not every night, just on nights when we do this podcast. I couldn't find my Outrage Factory mug, and I didn't have time to make. You came prepared to make decaf, so I'm drinking actual ass coffee. So I'm gonna be high energy.
Guess what I drank? I'm not drinking caffeinated now. I was like, I have to have caffeine before 6, otherwise I'll twitch all night and Andrea will just choke me to death in my sleep.
Yeah.
I had some dirty chai.
It's
chai tea with espresso mixed in with it.
I was gonna say, what makes it dirty? That sounds interesting.
Espresso makes it dirty.
That sounds interesting. Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes like
Cool.
espresso mixed with chai. And I
Yeah,
made it into a latte and it was delicious.
I don't know if that would be good, like spicy espresso.
Coffee mixed with everything is delicious.
Actually, you make a great
like that coffee Coke energy drink stuff.
Oh, dude,
it's so good.
So fucking good. So fucking good.
So fucking good.
Even though it has like 1,000 grams of sugar in
We're
it.
not going to talk about that.
I'm pretty much. So I went to the mall this weekend to exchange because my brother's getting married in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the pants I got are not.
Let's just say you got some swimsuit edition pants.
I got some. I should have gotten the swimsuit edition pants, but I got the old swimsuit edition pants, and I just look like I'm stuffed into. I look like an overstuffed sausage in these things.
You know why you don't fit into those pants anymore, Derek?
Why?
Because that paradigm doesn't fit in our society anymore.
Okay. Do you want to jump into this?
Okay. Once in a while, the fucking outrage gods just smile upon us. It's like, oh, I don't know. We kind of covered everything. And then they put a plus size model on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And my boy, Jordan Peterson, declares that it's not beautiful. And then the collective internet, just lying, says they don't agree with him and shits all over him.
What? Okay. Number one, in Jordan Peterson's defense, he didn't necessarily say that it was because she was plus size.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been because she's Asian. with Jordan
I think
Peterson.
it's because she looks like
with Jordan Peterson. You don't know.
What is that chick? Sorry, that woman who was a famous Goldie Hawn's daughter. What's her name?
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. This Yumi Nu looks exactly like Kate Hudson with brown hair.
She's like Asian Kate. She's like, I don't think people are lying. I was like, oh, this is an attractive woman.
Oh yeah, she's very attractive.
Yeah,
she's model attractive.
Yeah.
So if people don't know what we're talking about, Sports Illustrated released their
every year they put out a magazine with ladies in swimsuits in order to sell more magazines.
Yeah. And this issue, I think it's issue number 58 or 59 of the Sports Illustrated or the swimsuit edition. 59th issue celebrates 28 powerful women in an inclusive range of backgrounds and body types. So on the cover,
Kim
they
Kardashian's
have
in it too.
4 different women. One is Kim Kardashian, babe. She's been on the cover of many magazines. The other one is it Ciara or Chara? Sierra, also a mega babe. 3 is Mae Musk, who is an elderly woman. And 4 is Yumi Nu, who is a recording artist / plus size model.
Wait. I just saw the Yumi Nu picture. Who's the oldie?
Guess. You don't even know. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Guess who Mae Musk is? Just guess.
Well, I don't. Oh
Elon's
my God. Is it Elon's
mom? Elon's mom is on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Nobody's talking about that. We're all just shitting on Jordan Peterson because he's like, I can't get down with the thick. And everybody's like, that's disgraceful. And then on the other side, it's like, wait, are we supposed to pretend we want to have sex with Mae Musk, Elon Musk's mom?
To be fair,
69 years old.
She's 74.
Oh, wait. What did she do when she was 69? She was CoverGirl's oldest spokesmodel at age 69.
I mean, she's a striking woman.
Yeah, she's a model.
She looks
models just don't lose their looks when they get old or overweight. They stay the same hotness compared to other people there.
She does look, especially like rich people can afford to look good for much longer. Like you and I are going to look like absolute dog shit by the time we're 74. Like
whatever Elon Musk shot in the top of his head to grow his hair back, I think his mom put in her face to make it look younger. And that's the blood of babies.
Yeah. It's there. What's the
adrenochrome?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Oh, dude. Fuck, something else that's completely besides the point. I didn't even take it down because I didn't think we were going to talk about adrenochrome or anything. But this fucking so I follow this conspiracy guy on Twitter.
You
totally lost it, but fuck, I'll never be able to find it. But wait, here. Okay, hold on. It's going to take me a sec. So this guy, Jeff Wells, everybody should follow him. He is a solid follow, except for conspiracy follows right now are still dumb because we're on the tail end of them complaining about that whole thing that happened for the last 2 years. And we're all over it. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. But he tweeted he tweeted a link that says, it says, although nobody is suggesting we siphon the bodily fluids of youngsters into our elderly, cerebral spinal fluid is packed full of nutrients. So it's this article in the Telegraph, which is like some main paper in the UK, talking about how they're going to start scientifically taking what is it specifically? So Stanford scientists find infusions of cerebrospinal fluid can regenerate the brain's memory center and may help to rejuvenate elderly bones. So they're going to take cerebral spinal fluid from young people and shoot it into old people.
Wait, so how much of this can we like donate or sell before it like impacts us? And I don't think, Dale, get it. It's not going to be just from young people into old people. It's going to be from young poor people into old rich people, which, as we know, the poor have no value.
Well, they do have value now. Well, however much cerebral spinal fluid you can suck out. I don't think this is something like blood where you have liters of it in your system either.
Can you donate spinal
fluid? I think there's only a little bit of spinal fluid.
All about cerebral spinal fluid donation. Wait. Yeah. You can donate it. Hold up.
Oh, really?
Hold up.
Everybody, please don't donate this for free to needy people.
No, sell
Save your spinal fluid for the rich.
Wait until they make an announcement like, oh, this will like absolutely turn back the clock for old rich people, and then find, well, we should start, it can be like Amazon but for spinal fluid. And we will just be, or eBay or fucking whatever, and we'll just have a platform where old rich people can buy spinal fluid off of young poor people.
Because if we go through Amazon, it'll just be like, sorry, your shipment was lost in the mail. And meanwhile, Jeff Bezos will be like twice as shiny as he was before because he's just taking all our cerebral spinal fluid and sticking it in his own body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we should start doing? You and me, we're going to meet up this weekend at the wedding. Yeah. And we're going to tap each other's spinal fluid and we're going to put it in mason jars to save for when we're older.
Give it to Jared and Meg for a wedding gift.
And then they'll get older. But we're going to save it for ourselves.
Can you use?
And then in 20 years, we're going to drink it.
Do you? I don't think drinking is. I don't think that's how it works.
What else are they going to do? My body, my choice, Derek. I could drink it if I want.
I mean, you can, but I don't think it'll have any effect. Yeah. I don't think it'll make you younger. It's not a magic potion. I'm pretty sure you have to like inject it into your body somehow or your brain.
Back into your, isn't a spinal tap like one of the most painful things?
Yeah, it's not great.
And that's where your cerebral spinal fluid is, just in the tap in the back, right?
Yeah.
Is that why they call it a tap? Because they get the fluid out?
To get the fluid out.
That can't be real.
Back discomfort. Hold on. Successful draw. Stay hydrated. You can have caffeine. What does it say? How much can you donate? How much spinal fluid can you lose before you die? Here we go. Oh yeah, because that's something that can happen too with some back surgeries. If you get like a spinal fluid leak, you can die pretty quickly.
Yeah, isn't that how you get
serious?
Isn't that how you get paralyzed? Your spinal cord thing gets snipped off. Oh my god! Hold on.
Cerebral spinal fluid leak is when the fluid surrounding.
There's something going on outside. This is driving me nuts. Sorry.
What?
Today's like noise day. It sounds like there's a snowplow outside.
Aren't you on the 1,000? I can't hear anything.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna close the window in the other room.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very unprofessional today.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just sit here.
Rattled.
I'll sit here and talk.
Okay.
I'll talk about things.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, can't wait. Look at, what is that? A whale balloon? Anyway, hey internet. Thanks for joining us for this episode. I would like to take this opportunity to point out that everything that Dale says is objectively wrong. And I am the smarter and the funnier co-host on this podcast. He'll never listen to this because I know he never listens to these episodes or edits them before he puts them online. So
I listen to them and I will hear whatever you said about
me. Will you? Shit.
Dude, I think that dirty chai fucking, because I'm like all like every noise in the house. I'm just like, what's that? What's going on? That dirty caffeine, man.
Can we get back to this Peterson thing? It was this fucking tweet. It was he said, "Sorry, not beautiful," which is like fine. We're all entitled. Like some people, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You know whose treasure this is? Remember, my wife is fat guy.
Yeah, that guy.
He must be just feel so what's the opposite of vilified?
Well, no, because the vindicated.
Yeah,
but he won't, because that guy thought he was a hero for liking a plus size woman with like a normal body.
And Jordan Peterson is the villain
but now,
for not liking a plus size woman.
Yeah, but now the plus size models are going mainstream. This guy doesn't get to be like, oh, I'm a hero, because it turns out that like a lot of dudes are heroes.
Yeah. You know what? I was just thinking about this. My resume has been updated quite substantially because now I have at least 12 cover model hotness on there. And that's going to make my stud fees go through the roof.
What the fuck are you talking? Oh, wait, the Jordan Peterson tweet.
Yeah.
Which like the follow-up was like, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. And like, right. JP, like no one's telling you got to find this woman attractive.
I think people are. I think he's proven quite well how many people have been telling him he has to find her attractive.
No, here's the thing. He doesn't have to find her attractive. You just have to not be a fucking loudmouth asshole about it. It's like if you're walking down the street, it is generally considered good manners to not walk up to complete strangers and be like, you're fucking ugly.
No, and that'd be like, you're not beautiful. Yeah. Which, I mean,
even if it's true, you don't have to say it.
It's true. It is a dickhead thing to say.
It's a total dickhead thing to say. And this is where, like, that's the authoritarian thing. It's like, dude, don't go out of your way to be a fucking prick to people for no reason. Like,
weird thing is, he didn't point out that Elon Musk's mom is not beautiful.
No, it's because he knows he's not going to bite the hand that feeds him.
But he gets down with the olds. Wait, how old is Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, he's like up there, man. He's
60.
So I don't think he would say.
Does he get like extra years added on for his benzo addiction when he's 50, to go to Russia?
Yeah, he's 59, but he's like 88 in fucking benzo years. He fucking like, you're gonna tell me a 59-year-old man does not find a plus size swimsuit model attractive? Like, come on.
Yeah,
she's objectively attractive. I don't know anyone.
She is.
Yeah,
and like, I love this for like Sports Illustrated because they have like the two regular like objectifiable women like Kim Kardashian and Ciara, and then they're like, wait, people aren't objectifying women anymore. Should we pull back on the Sports Illustrated? And then their like think group was like, how about we objectify more women instead of objectifying women less, we just do more types.
We are equal opportunity objectifiers, and every woman, regardless of size or race, should get the opportunity or age should get the opportunity to be sexually objectified by men. Progress.
But only if you have olive skin or you're over 70 years old.
Progress. It's progress, Dale.
It is progress.
I was just Googling it. Like, I don't want to like be mean.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I Googled Jordan Peterson's wife, and like, if I was a meaner person or more online, I would tweet a picture of Jordan. Online. I would tweet a picture of Jordan Peterson's wife, and I would say, sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. But I'm not going to do that.
Is she bigger or no?
No, she's fine. She looks very
like Jordan, like a Canadian 60-year-old woman.
Well, no, she looks very Russian, and I gotta assume Google this. Just Google it. She's not unattractive. She's just she looks like a white Russian woman in her 50s.
So like the same as,
she's got to be Russian. Now I got to Google and find out what her
ethnicity is.
Yeah, she's look at her. Look at her and tell me she's not Russian, Dale.
She looks very, I'm not going to say Russian explicitly because of the world news that's going on in Russia. I'm going to say for sure Eastern European.
Tammy Peterson. Oh, she was born Tammy Roberts. That's not a very Russian name at all.
No. Whoa, Jordan Peterson has a son? I've never heard him. He's never been on Joe Rogan's podcast. His daughter has.
Yeah. Wait, aren't they on, like, isn't she the one who promotes an all meat diet or something?
Yeah, because she had some autoimmune disease. And then she did what's that diet where you get rid of like certain things slowly? She started doing an elimination diet and she got down to basically just meat, and it helped. Like she had some like crazy osteoarthritis stuff and like a whole bunch of health problems. And then she went to just meat and they kind of all went away. Same with Jordan Peterson. Like he's on an all meat diet too. So it's like, it's weird. Like, I don't know.
Not to make fun of a man in the throes of addiction, but I don't think
he's not in the throes anymore. You can make as much fun of him as you want.
I still wouldn't do that because he is recovered from addiction. But
what if he wants to join Van Sober, Derek?
If he does, yeah, 100%. We have room. One of the guys who came to our first one of our very first meetups, I was talking to him and he lived out of a van, and you would have got along great with him. Actually, he lived in a van, and it was that like right
because he lives in a van.
No, it was right when COVID was hitting, and he was talking about like how he was bought into the conspiracy shit and how it was like New World Order and manufactured in a Chinese lab to keep people at bay or something. I don't fucking know. But but if you're in recovery, politics don't matter as long as you don't talk about politics to me ever.
Yeah, politics are so like, even when people agree with me 100% on politics, I still don't want to talk about politics.
Yeah,
they're like, so what do you think about this? And I'm like, that sounds boring.
Even if they agree with me, just like shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Yeah, like last week we're talking about it, and the only way I could get into the Canadian budget was they snuck space into it, and that's the only reason I could care at all.
Yeah, well, budget is like a whole other. It's like, oh, how are politicians spending money? It's like the only time people ever give a fuck about how politicians are spending money is when they're spending money on things that like they just don't agree with. The rest of the time, what?
Was that an accidental segue, Derek?
Oh, was it, Dale? It was, because it was not an intentional segue.
I shouldn't have pointed out. That could have been so smooth.
It could have been, but smoothness is not in our forte. And by the way, actually, just go into it, and then we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Okay. So what Derek was alluding to was when people talk about how politicians are spending money and we don't want to hear it. So they're building a 700 and something odd 85,
790 million, $789 million.
Yeah. $789 million museum, which I am fucking all in on.
I'm for it.
Full disclosure. I fucking love old shit / museums / history now, because I'm an old white guy and that's what we like.
Fuck, they're still building it. This is in BC for our international listeners, by the way.
The true crime about this is it's not going to be ready for 7 years. Can you pay twice as much and have it ready sooner?
No, so here's the thing.
It's
still going to be in Victoria.
I want to look at old shit.
It's going to be in Victoria. It should be in Vancouver.
Yeah, it should.
And number two, I fully agree with this, because the current museum is dog shit. It's an embarrassment to museums. I'm a museum guy. I fucking love going to museums. The museum in Victoria is like fucking fine or whatever, but it's not great. It's not a great museum. $790 million will buy you a great museum, hopefully.
You know what they should do? They should just buy $790 million worth of old shit and just stick it in a garage. Don't spend that much money on the fucking museum. You could just put up a Quonset hut and just open the door and have full on old shit in there, and I'm fucking in for a day.
Yeah. You know what? You know what they should do instead?
What?
Save that $790 million and give it to Dale
give it
and
to
I.
poor people.
No,
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Okay.
Give it to Dale and I so that we can build a online marketplace where poor people can sell their spinal fluid for money to rich people.
Dope. Yeah. How about this? Plus, if you give us your cerebral spinal fluid, you will also get free tickets to go see old shit.
Yeah, you do. But guess what? If you drink enough spinal fluid, then who needs a museum when we're all going to be living for 300 years because we are just drinking so much poor person spinal fluid that we're basically immortal.
Yeah. I mean, what was I going to say? Yeah.
Wait, so
yeah.
Are people mad about the museum thing?
So many people online. Like, that's what I got busted with the "Am I the only one?" alert, because I was like, I tweeted the other day, I'm like, am I the only one who likes museums? Because everyone's like, because it's Vancouver and everybody's performative left. They're like, I can't believe they're spending all this money on something that isn't solving problems that I don't solve myself. There are poor people who could use this money, and like, to what? Lose that money too? Do more drugs with it?
Jesus Christ, man.
They're like, we have this homelessness problem that we could solve with this. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't just throw money at the homelessness problem, because otherwise it would be solved by now.
Yeah.
You don't think the fucking rich people in Vancouver would love to throw money to get rid of the homeless people?
Well, it's like we can solve multiple problems at the same time. It's like everyone seems to be operating. This only ever comes up when money's being spent that people don't agree with, but they're like, there is one pool of money, and if money is being spent from that pool towards something I don't agree with, then it can't be spent towards something I do agree. And I agree, our government should be doing a fucking lot more for poor people and building like dealing with the housing crisis in fucking Vancouver. Or not even fucking Vancouver. My mom is trying to find a rental property in Salmon Arm, fucking British Columbia. And it's impossible for her to find something in her price range so basically, like, nobody can rent homes because there aren't enough homes to rent in the entire fucking province anymore. That's something that could be dealt with. There's like toxic drug supply that's killing thousands of people a year. That could be dealt with. The government spending $800 million to build a new museum doesn't mean that is the reason they're not fixing those things. They're fixing those things because they're not fixing those things because they don't fucking care about poor people. Period. Yeah. They don't care about poor people. They don't care about addicts. Whether they spend the $800 million on a new museum or not, they're not going to start caring about poor people and addicts. They're going to.
No, yeah, sorry. I was just going to say, yeah, if they don't spend $800 million on this museum, it's not going to the poor people and the addicts. It's going in their pockets or for something else that I don't like, which is even worse.
Yeah.
At least I like museums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I ever told you on this podcast about when I worked at a museum? Feel like I have.
You what?
I worked at a military museum when I was in college.
Oh yeah,
scanning pictures of like from World War II. So like when I was in Kamloops,
every time we talk about something remotely war related, you're like, "Did I ever tell you about this time?" But yes, Dale, tell us again.
I'm so old. I love it. No, and it's just like with museums, they always have to be bigger than they are, because whatever you see in a museum, there's like fucking at least twice as much in the back that they're not bringing out. It's like, you know, when you go to a convenience store and you're like, do you have any of this? And they're like, no. And you're like, do you have any in the back? And they're like, no, because we put it out. Museums are the opposite of that, because it's like, do you have more old shit in the back? And they're like,
keep all their old shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. It's just all crazy shit we can't let you see. Not because it's conspiracy and stuff, but because like that.
But also because it's conspiracy.
Yeah, stuff. At the war museum I was at, they had a whole bunch of Nazi stuff that they just couldn't display because you're not allowed to promote Nazis or stuff anymore.
Wait, so they're allowed to keep it?
Well, what are you going to do? It's a museum. They got to keep. They just have all this stuff from World War II. You don't want to destroy it, because then you'll forget about history. But you don't want to display it.
No, you got to destroy it, because if you don't, then people might catch Nazism from it, which is a very contagious disease that still lives on all the Nazi memorabilia. So you gotta.
It's like that old movie with like did you ever see The Exorcist 3?
No.
It's like this new. It's like a new almost reboot. But this guy buys this pendant from some bazaar in the Middle East and gives it to his wife. And then there's like a demon in it or something. And it like possesses her. And that's like what they have to exercise. That's what happens with Nazism. It's like you touch the old memorabilia and it turns you into a Nazi.
It does. Yeah. Almost instantaneously. Because there's Nazi spirits that live in all of them. Yeah, so people are mad about the fucking
museum.
The museum.
What is it? The Royal BC Museum.
The Royal BC Museum. Which again, like dog shit museum. Not a good museum, not a museum. I've been to some fucking dope ass museums. This is not one of them. And we could at least have a museum on par with I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what's
Did you
I went
just flatline
the Denver Museum. That was pretty dope. I've been to like we should at least have a museum that's better than Denver's museum. We're allegedly a world, but also move it to Vancouver. No one's going to fucking Victoria to go to the museum. Yeah,
it's like, do you want to go to a museum? Fuck yeah, dude. Do you want to ride a boat for 2.5 hours? Less.
Do you want to pay hundreds of dollars to ride a boat for?
Yeah, that's
not only ride the boat, then you also got to like drive and fucking park and then get on the boat and then drive some more. It's just like, why does Victoria exist? Either build a fucking bridge, use the $800 million to build a bridge between Vancouver and Vancouver Island, or build a museum in Vancouver. That's my suggestion.
Then we could build yurts in Tofino for all the homeless people to live in.
Fuck, we need to run for office. I think
we're solving all of the world's problems.
We can fund all of this shit with our spinal fluid business. Once we get that off the ground, we can be like the Elon Musk of spinal fluid, and we can just like we could call it like we could be the new Theranos. Except for actually deliver. We
could be
or
like,
not.
Hey, do you want to give some of your cerebral spinal fluid and
have you been watching
No,
it's pretty good.
I just heard her voice because somebody was talking about how like her voice just sounds way too fake, and it's like, didn't anybody question her voice? And like one of the reasons she got found out, it was people who went to college with her were like, that's not how she talks.
Oh, really?
And then they're like, wait, why is she like talking like that?
I thought she talked like that because it was the perfect ruse, because no one ever wanted to question what she was saying, because they were like, maybe she has autism or something, and they didn't want to like offend anyone, so they just kept their mouth shut. And meanwhile, she's just like scamming people out of millions and millions of dollars.
And then they put her on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
They did.
We couldn't say she was unattractive because that's against the law.
I mean,
the authoritarians told us she was attractive.
These fucking authoritarians telling us to have manners. How fucking dare they?
Yeah, I love how it's like, this is the women you're going to have sex with. And it's like, did you ask them? Because that's usually the main part of the problem. Is they're the ones who have to be okay with us having sex with them, not the other way around.
Not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I bet I would wager a large amount of money that there are more people who find, what's her name? Yumi New attractive than there are people who find Jordan Peterson attractive.
Do you know what? Since I'm a social justice warrior, Derek, and I am on the light side of this battle, I will say that I will have sex with Amy New before I'd have sex with Jordan Peterson.
You are, Dale. Thank you for your service. That is very, very heroic.
I just got to make sure I don't shine too bright and burn out, being this beacon of light for the world to see. Derek, making the world better by sleeping with one fat chick at a time.
Okay, Dale, you can't say any of that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Beautiful plus size model.
I wanted to talk about this one story, but that's actually a better pivot to this other story.
Okay.
Speaking of sleeping with people, you posted this. Women turned into incels, and then the article
posted all of them.
So the talk, I know you do. You're doing the Lord's work.
Sorry for calling you out.
I'm gonna. No, it's fine. You do.
Not only am I
I'm like,
sleeping with plus size models, I am also posting into our shared Google document about stuff we should talk about.
Your heroism doesn't.
I'm like double hero.
Stop. Women on
God.
TikTok.
Oh my God! Wait, before we talk about this, I have something totally unrelated, and it's totally just weird that it happened to me today. So there's this guy at work who has what I'm guessing is whatever the PC term is for on the spectrum. Is that how you say it now?
Yeah.
The socially awkward thing that you're not allowed to call what it used to be called anymore.
Autism.
Yeah.
Or
so anyways,
Asperger's.
I wear a hoodie that I weld in and it burns up the sleeves. So I was just like, well, I don't want to burn another one. So I just put a whole bunch of duct tape on my sleeve just to cover the holes. And then this guy runs up to me. He's like, Dale. And I was like, yes. Sorry. Shit. I shouldn't have said his name. Anyways.
We can edit it. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Beep.
Beep. Yes. Beep. He's like, you look like a superhero. And I was like, what? I mean, yeah, I'm totally ripped and very handsome.
Buff as hell.
But what specifically do I look like for a superhero right now? He's like, your arm. And I'm like, the duct tape on my arm makes me look like a superhero. And I was like, don't fuck, I said it again. Don't beep.
Hey, your superpower is doxing people on our podcast, idiot.
Yeah. And I was just like, something you just said reminded me of that. And I was like, what? But I love this guy. He gets pumped about the most random stuff. And it's just awesome. Like you'll be like, hey, and I'm like, hey, oh, this other story. Okay. The best part was we're at dinner because somebody was leaving. So we went for after work drinks and we're sitting there. And this was like last summer, right after the NBA playoffs had finished, and there's that guy who won, and then he said he would like go home and eat a whole bunch of chicken nuggets. Do you remember that?
No. Sounds awesome though.
So like whatever team won the NBA playoffs last year, the star player was like, I'm gonna go home and eat 50 McNuggets. And this guy was telling the story, and he's like, and then he went home and ate 50 McNuggets. And then this other guy's like, what? That's crazy. How would you know that? And the guy, he's just like, because I watch a lot of sports. I was like, it was so funny. He was just like, just didn't get it. Oh, he was so innocent. It's like, ever since then, I'm like, you're going to be my new best work friend because that you're so unintentionally hilarious.
That's the best kind of hilarious.
Like, another thing with this guy was like, I teach like this propane filling course at work. And he got to do it and he got a certificate. He's like, hey, could we take a picture of me holding my certificate and put it on the safety wall? And I was like, what? And he's like, so people could see that I have my thing. And I was like, yeah, okay, we could do that. He's like, yes. I was like, this guy just fucking loves the most random shit.
That's awesome, man. Imagine getting that excited about anything anymore. Anything, even that. Being like, fuck yeah. I get my picture on the wall holding a safety certificate.
Right? Most people go the opposite way where they're like, I don't want people to know I have this because they'll make fun.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm too fucking cool to get excited about all this shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
We should all be more like the unnamed employee that Dale works with.
We should all be more like beep
and beep, beep, boop. Hey, thanks for shitting all over my segue.
Oh, hey, no problem. Do you want some more stuff about that happened in my personal life that I've already talked about?
If you want to, you can spend the next fucking half hour of this
podcast.
Oh,
that's
upload.
It. Sorry.
All right. Women.
Hey, did anything interesting happen to you at work?
No. I was like, my work is
Your coworkers, your wife,
this room.
because you work from home.
Basically, I was gonna go into the office today again because they reopened our office, and I was like all pumped to go in the office, and then I rolled out of bed at like 8, and I was like, oh, I'm so fucking tired. I'm not going into the office. Yeah, I can't imagine making small talk with people. Like, I love it, and I love being around other human beings, but it's like, it's 100 times more exhausting than it used to be. Like,
dude, that's why you got to get a beep at your workplace, because it's like small talk roulette. Like, you'll say something and you don't know if he's going to be like into it or know what you're going to say or like what you mean, or just super pumped.
Random.
Yeah. He'll just like, it's like spinning the pumped wheel. Like every once in a while, he'll just get super pumped about something. You're like, all right,
I want to get super pumped about something.
Yeah.
We should do a coworker like swap day. Like coworker swap.
Dude, you think
like swap
that
coworkers?
If I took Beep's cerebral spinal fluid and injected it into myself, I would have childlike wonder again?
No, you got to drink it. That's the only way.
Okay. Do you think that would give me a sense of childlike wonder over random things?
You should try it. You should try
like duct tape on my sleeve.
You should drink his spinal fluid.
I will.
It's the only way you'll know for sure.
I'll be like, Beep, I need your spinal fluid. Come here.
Speaking of harvesting, I don't even fucking know. Women on TikTok are saying hookup culture will be absolutely decimated if Roe v. Wade is overturned. I don't think that's true at all.
And conservatives are like, yeah, that's exactly why we're doing this.
Yeah, but
so you stop sleeping with our sons.
Yeah, but that's like, okay, so here's the thing. So all these women are basically saying that like hookup culture, this is like this whole thing that's going viral on TikTok, because it's all these women saying hookup culture will cease to exist if men don't get out there and like start protesting this shit, which like, it doesn't matter if you it's the fucking Supreme Court. They're immune. They have a lifetime appointment. It doesn't matter how fucking loudly you protest. It's happening. If they want it to happen, it'll happen. And it is the law of the land. So a Supreme Court justice does not have to give a fuck about what you say, because they cannot lose their job. They will be there until they die. And their law is like the ultimate authority. So tough shit. But all these women are basically saying that, like, number one, that men need to care more because it means hookup culture is going to disappear. And I'm not saying that men shouldn't care more. Men should absolutely care about this.
Oh, yeah, because they're also affected by this, because you need your sperms to make those babies.
Yeah, like so the way baby making works is that it's two people usually, and they both share equal responsibility for that baby being made. And they also share equal responsibility for the baby after the baby is born. So there are probably a lot of dudes out there who maybe encouraged abortions at some point, or were able to take advantage of the fact that abortions were readily available, who now might not understand the implications of abortion being outlawed in certain
That's a very
states.
good point.
But hookup culture does not exist because abortions are readily available. Like, hookup culture is not going anywhere, because it's not like people were just hooking up casually because they were like, well, abortions are available, so if anything happens. Nobody fucking thought that. Hookup culture exists because people are horny, and like relationships are transient, and you can just like move from one person to the next. And that's not going to change if abortion's illegal. It just means that there's going to be a lot more babies coming out of those random hookups. And you know,
I feel like some of these women had to be plants, because it's kind of just slips way too nicely into why conservatives are against abortions, because they're like, women are using this as birth control and they're just having abortions because they have a loose livelihood. And then these girls are like, oh yeah, if we don't get abortions, we're not going to have sex anymore. And then conservatives are like, I knew it.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of playing into that though. Like, I didn't even think of it that way, but you're looking, I'm reading some of the captions on these TikTok videos, and like one is what woman would have mediocre sex with a drunk rando if he could potentially father their child. It's like, yo, like if you're having
sober dudes can have mediocre sex too.
Yeah, well, it's like, yeah, let's not rule out sober randos here. But it's like, oh, you're already having mediocre sex with drunk randos, and they could potentially father your child.
Yeah.
Abortions are not birth control. And like, if you're looking at it that way, I would say that's pretty problematic. So, and then the other one is like, to all men who don't care about the Roe v. Wade legislation, just know that if it's overturned, heterosexual hookup culture will disintegrate. Why would we risk letting someone who runs on Hot Pockets and Jewel Pods father our children? Like, you already take that risk if you're having sex with these people.
I want a time machine to take all these women back to when I was young and trying to hook up with random women. And I love how they're like all these shitty dudes that were fucking who just like have terrible lives. We're going to stop fucking you. It's like, it kind of sounds like you're having sex with dudes you don't want to in the first place.
Yeah.
They're like, why would we let dudes who run on Hot Pockets and Jewel Pods? It's like, well, it sounds like you don't approve of his diet or lifestyle, so you shouldn't be letting that dude shoot hot loads in you right now.
Yeah,
before abortions are illegal.
It's like, if abortion's illegal, then the sex I already can't stop myself from having sure isn't going to happen anymore. I'm not going to have that. I hate myself for it, and I already can't stop doing it, but you better look out, because I will for real stop if abortion. It's like, no, you fucking won't. You are going to
like
end up
that
pregnant.
Fucking dishwasher who works at McDonald's. I will not let him have sex and throw loads inside of me anymore.
He's going to have to pull out. It's the only way. This can happen.
Yeah. He's like, learn the rhythm method, dishwasher.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, what are you doing? You're basically admitting that you hate everyone you have sex with, and you can't stop.
Why don't they say other stuff like period sex is going to go through the roof?
Well, like, it is. They say abstinence is the safest method. That's the safest method.
Yes, but apparently you can still get pregnant if you're on your period and you have sex. I don't know. Science, something to do with, I don't know. So don't. Yeah, abstinence is the only thing that works, but don't do that, because you'll just go crazy.
That. Yeah. So like, hookup culture is not going anywhere, whether abortions are illegal or not. But it seems like these women are just trying to like use this to like manipulate men into caring about an issue.
Derek, women would never try to manipulate men by withholding sex. Yeah, that is crazy misogynistic talk.
They're doing it on like a giant scale. They're like, well, if you don't care about this, you better, because otherwise you're not getting laid anymore.
We're not going to fuck you unless you go protest.
Okay, you're already
how funny would it
guys
be
who eat Hot
if
Pockets.
These shitty Jewel Pod dudes went to protest and they're like, we want to fuck sluts. Let these women have sex with us. We're terrible. We can't get laid without abortions.
I mean, I'm sure that they would take any what is it called? Allyship from men right now, even if it's for the completely wrong reasons, which it sounds like this is what they're looking for. They want men to care about this because it means that men don't get laid anymore, not because it's a complete fucking affront to women's bodily autonomy and rooted in like the shittiest religious fucking
stupidest shit. Oh my god, you want to hear something fucking nuts that I just learned about religion?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the Dale Show, the next one's going to be on Gnosticism.
Yeah.
Which was like, I'm just researching it now. So I downloaded this like audiobook that's basically 12 1-hour lectures. And did you know that before the Roman Catholic Empire made Christianity the official Roman Catholic Empire religion, there was a whole bunch of random different versions of Christianity going around till they like chunked it down to one. And there's this guy, fuck, what's his name? Here. There's this guy I just learned about today. His name is, have you ever heard of Marcion from like 140 AD?
No.
So his theory on religion.
Who the fuck has heard?
I've never heard of him either. I'm not surprised you are. But he had this theory in 140 AD that Jesus did not come from the Old Testament Bible or God, that the Old Testament God and New Testament God are two different beings. And Jesus came down to save us from the fury of the vengeful old God. So he delivered us from all the like butthurtness of the old God so that we wouldn't have to answer to his fury anymore. And this was like in 140 AD. And if you're talking to me, that sounds way better than the shitty Christianity we were growing up with.
That's fucking dope. I like any polytheism is cool. It's like, oh, multiple gods and one's super fucking mean and evil and the other one's like whatever. I'm going with the whatever guy. That's cool to me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry, whatever you said when you were talking about all this abortion stuff being based in religion.
Yeah,
that like triggered that memory. Because I just learned that today. And I was like, holy fuck, religion was wild back before they changed it all to like one.
If you understand less than 10% of what Dale just said, you better tune into the Dale show.
It'll be a couple weeks. There's a lot of research I got to do for this.
Dale uses his all his research juice on the other podcasts, and then when he comes to this one, he's like, I don't fucking know anything.
This one's just my hot takes. I try to keep all my like religious conspiracy shit to the other podcast.
You do a shit job.
Well, I just learned it today, and I figured you might appreciate that being a fellow Christian raised man like me.
I was gonna say we also get treated to at least one conspiracy theory per episode usually.
I mean, would you want anything less? I haven't come up with a conspiracy theory on this one yet.
Hey, we have time for one more story. Can we do this one? Because it is
which one?
The one that is most personally relevant to me.
Oh, being called bald is sexual
harassment. A court has ruled. So guess what? Everyone who ever called me bald or remarked on my baldness, you are a sexual harasser.
Yeah. And Jordan Peterson being bald is beautiful. Don't give a fucking care what the authoritarians say.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan Peterson, I'm going to tell you that being bald is beautiful, but also you can't say that it's not, because that would be sexually harassing me.
And you can't comment on Derek's baldness.
There's so much good stuff. Okay. So number one, a employment tribunal in the UK has ruled that calling someone bald at work is sexual harassment.
Being the UK is giving Florida man a run for the money lately. There's so much bad shit stuff coming out of the UK.
Okay, wait. More good stuff from this story.
Yeah.
The guy worked at the British Bung Company, where he worked as an electrician for 24 years before he was fired.
Yeah.
He complained that he was a victim of sexual harassment due to comments made about his lack of hair, including being called a bald C word by factory supervisor Jamie King during an argument. My favorite part about this is that they didn't take issue with that word. That wasn't the sexual harassment. It was the bald part that was found to be sexually harassing.
I love how it's like they say the C word so much in the UK that when we see it, we're like, what?
Like, yeah. And we're like, and meanwhile, the judge in this case was like, no, that's not the problem. The problem here is that you called him bald. That's the problem.
Would be like the judge like flipping through his papers like and on in January 2019 you called the defendant a bald cunt.
And then the absolute best thing from this is that the precedent they used for this was where a man had sexually harassed a woman at work by commenting on the size of her breasts. And they basically said that commenting on a man's baldness is the exact same thing as commenting on a woman's breast size in the workplace. Let's fucking go. You can never talk about how bald I am. All the bald jokes I've endured, and they are the laziest fucking jokes anyone could ever make. And they're so fucking easy. You can't make them anymore because I'm going to fucking sue you or I'm going to talk about your boobs. That's
why I never make fun of your baldness. It's low hanging fruit. It's just too easy. Like now that it's the same as commenting on someone's breast size, can I call your bald head a big fat mommy milker?
Yeah, you can. You're like, wow, you're perfectly round tit of a head. Yeah, I was a fan of this story. I'm like, we are slowly coming to a place where nobody will ever be able to say anything about anyone's personal appearance again, unless you're Jordan Peterson and you're a fucking bro who doesn't care what the authoritarians say. I do what I want. I'm gonna comment on tits. I'm gonna comment on heads. I'm gonna comment on plus size women on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. I'm gonna comment on my wife's broad face. All of it. It doesn't matter because I'm Jordan Peterson. You will not tell me what to do, authoritarians.
And I'm only jerking off to May Musk's cover and not Nemu New or
like
Yemu
why didn't he comment on that? Why wasn't he like, yo, 74-year-old woman, a bridge too far?
Because Elon Musk would be like, what'd you say about my mother? Oh,
Next
by the way, sorry,
Rogan
I just got
together.
a shadow banned off Twitter if he ever buys it. Oh, by the way, he put his buying Twitter on hold. He's like, put this on hold.
Who could have called that? Who could have called Elon Musk buying a bunch of Twitter stock and then fucking pumping the value of the stock by saying he was going to buy Twitter and then probably selling all his stock and walking back from the sale?
Like now that I've manipulated the stocks, I'm not going to buy it anymore.
Oh, I care about free speech. But also crypto basically shit the bed
again.
I don't know if you noticed, but I've
noticed.
I noticed.
Dude, it's been shat since last November. Like it actually went up like a tiny bit the last couple of days, but since last November, I think crypto's down 75% on average per coin.
Yeah. There was one that I think was pretty popular. It was called Luna or something.
And that
it was
like fucking,
and it basically went from 100, it was 180 Canadian dollars per coin was the valuation, and it went to zero basically overnight.
I was gonna buy the dip on that one, and I couldn't. They're like, this is fucking broken down.
It basically doesn't exist. I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I can go buy like, you know, I went and I like same as you. I was like, I'm gonna place an order for like 10,000 of these things, and it was like $7, and I was like, I can do that in case it comes back. And then I tried, and it wouldn't let me buy. So
yeah, I'm gonna see if you could buy it right now because I have $1 sitting in my crypto account. Luna.
Yeah, like
Luna
right
Terra?
now, the current price, Luna Terra.
3 zeros.
Current price is 0.0002.
Oh, it just went up 217. Okay, I'm gonna buy $1. Dude, guess how many Luna coins $1 gets?
What based on that?
4,500. I don't want.
I was gonna do the math, damn.
Oh, it still doesn't work. Something went wrong with your order and could not be submitted. Do you think they're trying to like stop it so people can't sell?
No, like it's done. They basically had to, like, what happened is I read a whole article about it because it was like,
good. Please explain it to me.
I'm not going to.
Mansplain crypto, Derek.
I barely understand. Well, this one, it was like the value of the coin was because it was pegged to what was called a stable coin, and the stable coin it was pegged to basically had a $1 to like one actual dollar value. And so that was how it determined that. But then the value of that stable coin took a shit kicking,
Yeah.
And then all these people started selling off their Luna coins, and that caused the value to drop even further. And what they basically had to do is they've had to like mint like thousands and thousands and thousands more coins to try and get their stable coin back up to $1. So basically there's like 2 trillion of these things. They like, it's just inflation, but on this crypto. So they basically minted like, a couple trillion of these things to try and get their stable coin back up, but it means there's trillions more of these things in circulation now. So I don't think the value's ever coming back on that.
Yeah. I like this is what everybody should be paying attention to about cryptocurrency, because everybody's like, oh, it's so stable. It's way better than fiat currency. And then they're like, well, actually, we made this new one and we like tied it to this other coin. And then that other coin just kind of fell. So this one took a shit kicking. So we just made a whole bunch more. And then you're like, wait, so you just started printing money? Like that's like grade 10 math. You're not supposed to do that because it destroys the currency. Like JFK got shot because he threatened to do that.
Yeah,
apparently.
Well, it's fucking nuts. And it's like they're like, oh, this completely unregulated thing where people can just like make up shit however they want and like mint coins on a fucking whim is supposed to replace traditional currency. And it's like, no, dude, like not like this, it isn't.
You know how using money can get you tracked? How about using this digital currency that keeps track of every single person who's ever touched it forever?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that to try to fuck the government?
Oh, you have privacy concerns? Oh, that's too fucking bad.
Yeah. I guess what? If you forget your password, you can't have your money anymore. And I like how cryptocurrency, they're like, it's not a pyramid scheme and it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's both.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
Time is 8:08.
Okay. Yeah.
We should talk about this Adidas thing because it'll be a nice bookend for the swimsuit edition thing.
Yeah.
Because Adidas did this thing where they tweeted, they're like, we made they made like a ridiculous number of different types of sports bras.
Sports bras.
Apparently women have different shaped breasts, which I've never known because I've only ever seen the one pair of my beautiful girlfriend, Andrea, and I've never seen any other ones. She just got home.
Nice. Good thing she didn't hear all that other shit you were saying.
Yeah,
before.
right. She was in the car driving, so she couldn't have even watched it. There's no way she's going back to watch it.
No,
so
she's not going to do. No one's putting
a golden boy.
No one's putting that level of effort in. Okay.
So this is their tweet. They say, we believe women's breasts in all shapes and sizes deserve support and comfort, which is why our new sports bra range contains 43 styles so everyone can find the right fit for them. And then they just had like a grid of like 60 different women's breasts, which makes me want to buy an Adidas sports bra.
What, like actual breasts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm looking at the tweet now.
Yeah. Is the tweet blurred out now?
No.
Or is it still?
So it looks like Adidas deleted it, but then Gymshark said 24 complaints versus 3.9 billion women. We stand with Adidas. We stand with women. And they tweeted the picture and then Adidas retweeted it.
So women, if you have breasts, Adidas has a sports bra for you. Yeah. And it's just like, I just wanted to show it because Sports Illustrated is like, we want to celebrate all sizes and shapes with these 4 different women, 2 of which you've already seen all over everything.
Even like the thing that Sports Illustrated is doing, minus the 7, like I will admit the 74-year-old is taking a risk, but like the plus size model is still a model. She's still objectively hot.
Who looks like that super well known to be hot actress, Kate Hudson, who was celebrated for over a decade of being one of the hottest women in Hollywood. They're like, oh, crazy. This woman who looks exactly like Kate Hudson, she's attractive. Aren't we risque? And then they're like, oh yeah. And then there's this old lady and these 2 other hot chicks.
Whereas Adidas actually like put real women's real boobs on the thing.
Adidas chose chaos. They're like, here's 43 sets of boobs. take it in. And you're like, what? And then Twitter's like, we can't have this. This is disgraceful. We're going to ban this.
We can't have breasts. Wait, did they ban it?
Need blurs on all those nips. I don't think they did, but Adidas did take it down because of the lashback.
Can you post titties on
Dude, you
Twitter?
could post, as long as nobody reports it, you can post whatever you want on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
But because all their AI algorithm only finds words. They can't, like, the AI isn't good enough to search pictures or video yet. If someone flags it, then they'll get it banned.
You according to Twitter's official policy, you could share graphic violence and consensually produced adult content within your tweets, provided that you mark it as sensitive.
I don't know. I guess like news violence, which is always the whole thing.
Do you see moment of silence for the latest victims of the latest mass shooting in America?
There's one after that.
Oh, never mind.
Are you talking about
anymore.
the one?
I was talking about the racist guy in Buffalo who like live streamed it on Twitch.
Oh yeah. Did you hear about the other racist guy who was a Chinese fellow who shot up some Taiwanese people because he hated Taiwanese people?
For real? In the States or in Taiwan?
In the States. It was in the States. It was a Chinese immigrant. I better double check to see if that was in the States, but it was like, wow, racial shootings. That was not where I thought it was going to come from.
Orange County church shooting called Chinese versus Taiwanese hate crime. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So I guess white people haven't cornered the market on racist shootings.
It's true. They haven't.
No.
I mean,
but yeah, this one that you were talking about where he live streamed it, that's horrible.
It's like America's fucking cornered the market on racist shootings to the point where people from other countries will come to America to commit their racist shootings, as the China versus Taiwan thing shows. It's like you couldn't get away with that shit in China, but you could 100% get away with that in America.
Yeah, because in China, Taiwan is part of China. It's not two separate entities like it is here.
Well, I'm saying you couldn't do a mass shooting in China. They probably, I don't think they'd even let you get your hands on a gun.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't really look into either of these. I just saw that and it just like, it stuck in my head because it was a non-white racist shooting. The other one, I was just like,
again?
Yeah, it's like again, and this is like, and they're like, oh, and he streamed it live, and I was like, I don't want to see that at all.
I'm not. I used to be a guy who like would go for that shit, and not anymore. I'm like,
yeah, there's like, I remember that like back when like the first beheading video happened, and you're like, holy shit, I just saw a guy die, and then you like watched one more, and you're like, I don't know if I can handle seeing more people die on the internet.
Yeah, it's not really.
I remember the last one I saw was this downhill skier, and he like wiped out and he was just like tumbling, and he was like kind of like a person, and then he just kind of went all limp, and you're like, oh, and then he just like looked like a rag doll, and you're like, I think that's right when it happened. And that was the last time I was like, and after that I'm like, I can't look at people die on the internet anymore because there's no shortage. Oh, also, I'll never use a lathe because of the internet.
Well, yeah, probably for good reason.
Yeah, because like at work, we have like a metal lathe. If you don't know what a lathe is, it's like this piece of machinery that spins a piece of metal really fast, and then you like grind it with like a bit or whatever, so it cuts it away. It's like a wood lathe is how they make like table legs and spindle stuff and some bowls. But these lathes are super dangerous because they spin so fast, and if like your clothing gets caught, it just gets sucked around the lathe.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a downer.
Yeah, great note to end the episode. Hey, everyone, thanks for joining us for this episode of Outrage Factory, the podcast where we look at the things that make people mad online and explain what they're done for caring. I've been your co-host, Derek Bolin, and I love all women, regardless of anything, really. Your personality, your age.
Okay, wait, let's not get crazy. We're still allowed to judge on personality, aren't we?
Dale, we're not. Everyone's beautiful.
Okay.
Everyone's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. My name's Dale DeRuiter, and I only love one woman. So there.
Wow. That's
I got some brownie
that's
points.
not very inclusive of you.
But neither of our women are watching us, so that was wasted.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna have to be like, hey Andrea, watch the last 10 minutes of this episode.
Don't watch anything else.
The other stuff when I was talking about other women. Just watch the end when I was talking about you.
Thanks to all of you for joining us on this wild journey that is Outrage Factory. Oh wait, did I say where you can follow us on Twitter at Outragefactpod? Follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/outragefactpod.
Yeah, and you could send us Gmails at outragefactpod@gmail.com.
You can.
If you want to give us some feedback.
We have a subreddit.
Tell me how great of a person I am for not judging anyone and willing to, except for Elon Musk's mom, because I respect Elon Musk so much in case he's watching this.
An actual hero. That's you, Dale.
Hey, Beep at Works thinks I'm an actual hero because I put duct tape on my sleeve.
If you like the podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you really like the podcast, feel free to tell your friends about us or share us on your social media or what the fuck ever. And until next week,
stay angry.
Love all women.